The only way is media blackout, is to take the whole thing out of the media. I mean, you know, it's all over.
How will a media blackout
Well, can I just pick up on that? Because obviously you may have noticed that that we didn't name the person who did this killing in America. Obviously, the clip we showed there, but President Obama didn't show it. The reason for that is that the police have chosen not to name the killer officially. But basically, he boasted on social media before he went out and did what he did. This is what he said: "The more you kill, the more you're in the limelight." So the police have said, this is the police in charge, I will not give him the credit he probably sought prior to this horrific and cowardly act. So we made a decision here on Loose Women. We're not naming him either. We're not putting any pictures up of the person who did this killing. It's very interesting, because obviously we talk about topics before we come on air. I think it's a good idea. You know, as anchor of the show, I think it is a good idea to not give him the oxygen of publicity, because one of the reasons he claims to have done this horrendous act is because he wants to be famous. Exactly. And I think if you snuff that out at source, hopefully copycat killers who'll think, I'm going to do what he did, won't go down that route.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a big problem, isn't it, with young people? I mean, obviously, he's clearly extremely unwell, so I wonder, you know, he was always going to do something, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But if my child, God forbid, had been killed by a maniac whose main reason for doing it was fame, I would want his or her name blacked out. I would not want her to
I would want the victim's name everywhere.
The victim's name. We all want to know when something like this happens. We have this need to know why it happened. So all the details, what his childhood was like, what might have led him to all the analysis, but why give them the fame?
But what you won't have is anybody from his background or his history knowing that it's him and coming forward with information. This is a news story. The minute you go down the route of saying that you're not going, I don't agree with this policy, I want to name this man as he is. He's 26 years old, and it isn't about fame. He might have said that on social media.
Yeah.
You know, Obama said here, we are not the only country on earth that has people with mental illnesses.
Yeah.
This is, you don't go and shoot 9 people because you want to be famous. You go and, you know, go out with Kim Kardashian, or you go and cure cancer.
Yeah, but if you
want to
can't,
be famous.
might do that.
If you are mentally unstable, you go and shoot 9 people.
But do you not think
I don't think that's true.
Don't you think there's a chance that there could be copycat of that, though?
No,
with other mentally unstable people.
If you go down that route, you're no better than North Korea, because you've then got people picking and choosing what you place.
What's the right story?
I agree with you. I think he should be named. What I don't like about the media is then that you name them so we know who they are, and then constantly, week after week, it's splashed all over everywhere. Constantly, we just see it again and again and again.
I mean, on that basis, we would never have said that, you know, what Adolf Hitler did. You've got to show people what people are doing and name and shame them.
I don't think it's about not showing what people are doing. It's about making somebody who's categorically gone on social media and said the more you kill, the more you're in the limelight, snuff that limelight out.
But
it's a very different thing comparing this person to Hitler.
People
you can't compare the two.
You know, you can't put the genie back in the bottle with social media. You really can't. But to say that news organiser... This is a live television show. We're talking about a news story, and we are not naming the person in the story.
But we're still talking about the story.
That is wrong.
OK, which is great, which is why Loose Women works, because we have a heated debate.